Certainly is. Big good morning to you, and a big good morning to One Nation's Brent Larkham this morning. Brent, how are you?
I'm good, mate. Happy Halloween.
Yeah, I reckon that's cool, isn't it?
It is.
It's cool. It's good for the kids.
It's good for me. I don't mind a couple of sweets occasionally.
Yeah, I'm a little bit worried you're running around giving the kids lollies and the adults lollies this morning.
Any other day of the year, mate, they'd lock me up.
You're like Santa Claus. You're just getting around the place and whatever else, but I'd say Santa Claus can actually grow facial hair. And, when we talk about Movember, mate.
I'm Movembering it. I am trying to Movember.
Did you start it in April?
I started in April, and I've got about 2 mil going there.
Yeah, right.
And, you know, it's just just my baby face, I guess.
Mate. No, you're doing well. You kind of look a little bit like the guy from the Bonds singlet commercials. Remember him, the blonde-headed fella that always wore the singlets? The surfy fella? Oh, there we go. He's got the wife
I'm wearing a Bonds singlet, mate, just so you know.
Love your work. Mate, geez, One Nation's been on everybody's lips. Everyone's spoken. Was Barnaby going to come? Blah, blah, blah. We've got name changes. So let's just talk about the name change for a start. From Pauline Hanson's One Nation. Now, the conspiracy theorists are going crazy on this one, bringing it back to One Nation, because apparently Barnaby's going to run the show and all of this sort of stuff.
Of course.
You can tell us that you've got no information whatsoever to say that Barnaby's either joining or going to run the show.
Well, it wouldn't surprise me if he came across, mate. He loves Australia. He loves what he's doing. He's a sensible man. He should be in One Nation, absolutely. Yeah. But that's up to him, and we'll see as it comes to fruition. We'll see what Barnaby does. Absolutely.
Certainly does. Mate, fair bit happening out at Loombra. Pauline visited, before we talk about Loombra, what were her observations with the area when she came out the other day? Because we've spoken about the government and how a lot of people believe that the government's forgotten regional Australia. One person who keeps an eye on regional Australia would be Pauline Hanson.
Well, not only that, I mean, she actually loves the Tamworth area. She spent a lot of time coming down here during the festival for a lot of years, and she knows this area quite well. And she came in for the inauguration of the New England branch, which was great. And with Senator Sean Bell and a couple of the other hierarchy from One Nation, they came in.
Is that open yet?
Sorry,
is that opened yet? The branch?
The branch is officially open.
Yeah.
We'll look at an office further down the track when we get some more funds together.
Absolutely.
But
at the moment, you're just a fold-up table out the back of Larko's shed, and we'll get there.
It's a big fold-out table. There's a lot of members. So many people coming across, mate. Actually,
from other parties.
Well, some from other parties, absolutely. Some just joining up as members because they want to take an active part in what's happening around. It's quite incredible, actually. Pauline announced yesterday that there's been 100% rise in people signing up to One Nation, and we've got so many members now that we're already taking applications for local, state and federal nominations in the next elections coming up. So,
what do you think that's attributed to? You think it's the net zero stuff, or do you think people are tired, or it's coming closer to Christmas, cost of living, they're starting to really go, hang on a second, we're going to need afterpay or credit cards to get through this because we've been paying too much for the power and the groceries, and what is it? Is it the mass immigration? Maybe we're seeing issues. We've heard the term ISIS brides. We've heard the Iranian Guard, people being let into Australia. 150,000 people apparently is the number that we're allowed to let into Australia. Apparently we're over that quota already. Do you think it's all of these things, a factor of all of these things, or something specific that's leading towards this party?
I think you've just nailed most of them on the head. It is a bunch of all of those things you just explained. Are why Australians are just had enough. Yeah. They can't vote for the coalition because they're going in playing Labor light. Obviously Labor are Labor, and they're just wrecking everything they touch. So it's little wonder that people are coming across to a common sense party like One Nation. It's no surprise at all. Pauline's been saying the same thing for so long now, and look, 9 out of 10 times she's right. It's really not a surprise at all.
Let's talk specifics. This Loombra project at the moment. You got a bit more information on that,
mate? Unfortunately, I have to get a little bit angry on Halloween, but I'm going to talk about ugly and scary, which is Bowen and Albanese, because they are very ugly and very scary. What they have done, mate, to Tamworth and the Tamworth area, they've just passed off basically given permission for a multinational company to come in and make Loombra 1,407 hectares just outside of Tamworth. If you're not sure where Loombra is, go past the Gold Guitar, drive for about 5 minutes, and on your left-hand side is Loombra. 1,407
So it's a 2.47 hectares per acre. So
something like that.
Pretty much so over 500 acres. Yep.
No, 5,000.
5,000.
1,407 hectares.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So
that's a
nearly
big
5,000 acres.
It's a massive 85,000. 850,000 panels.
Yeah, wow. Yeah. And what are they doing? They're just going to put the panels out?
This would be
prime agricultural land. Yeah.
That is prime agricultural land. This is right next to town. We're going to see it from Tamworth. This is prime agricultural land. It's been farmed by the people out there. People, like Kevin and Janelle Tung, they've had their families there for 5 generations, mate. They've been farming out there. They don't want it. All the people at Loombra do not want this, but the Albanese government has gone, we give permission for a foreign-owned company to come in and put a solar farm there.
Do they own the land? Have they managed to procure the land?
They are acquiring land of some people. Some people get such big offers. All it takes is a few to get big offers and take it, and then they start building solar.
There's a fair few properties out there.
There's a number of properties. We're talking 80 families, a lot of people out there. But the simple fact that they've put this through, and just without asking the farmers, without saying, look, thanks for all your farming work over the last 120 years.
And it's our taxpayers' money that are buying these land grabs. Yeah, right.
Mate, it's criminal what they're doing, and there's no stopping them. But what we're trying to do, we're actually trying to stop them. One Nation has gone in. I don't know what the other parties are doing, but One Nation's going into battle for these guys.
Can you stop them, or are they too far ahead?
Well, you can. Obviously, there has been circumstances of these things being stopped and quashed in their tracks just because they are wrong.
I always wondered what happens in a hailstorm with these bloody things. Like, you just think anything with glass on top of it is generally going to get broken, and you get some big hailstorms. Are they hail-proof, these things? Like, not only do they only have a shelf life of not very long, and then you've then got to dispose of them.
Then you've got to dispose of them.
Yeah, thinking thousands of these things.
They will leave the land here next to Tamworth in Loombra. They will leave the land desecrated.
There'd be radiation around it too. I just saw, a mobile phone in your pockets had links to different things. Like, you'd have to think that with all of that stuff going out there, it can't be healthy either.
They say that sheep can graze around the solar flags.
Yeah, right,
I hope you like a good lamb roast.
Yeah, right.
Because that's what you're going to end up with. Right. These turkeys will say anything. So
we won't be having cutlets, we'll be having outlets, because we'll be able to plug our phones literally straight into the sheep.
Straight into the sheep, mate.
Well,
oil just we ride on the sheep's back. Mate, so what One Nation has done, which the other parties who are supposedly looking after our farmers should have done, we've actually, with Pauline Hanson and Senator Bell, plus a couple of the local people around here, we've tabled a motion in Canberra yesterday in the Parliament for a full investigation into the Loombra solar farms.
Good.
And they'll be voting on that. Hopefully it'll get through. It'll be voted on Monday, and we want a full investigation into this. So it's gone to the top shelf of politics in Australia. We're gonna fight this all the way, because the farmers don't want it. People in Tamworth don't want it. We don't want a big, horrible, bloody solar farm. If you want to get it, go and put it in their backyard.
Going to be tricky if you've got $1 million property and the government offers you $3 million to say no, particularly if you're facing the same cost of living issues. It's almost like taking a handout from the devil to a degree.
It is tough.
You've kind of caused the problem, but at the same time, you're not only going to get us out of the problem, but we can go and buy a pretty nice property on 5 acres, give up the farming altogether for $3 million. It's a tricky one.
Yeah, and look, there's probably going to be a couple of people who do take that or have already taken that, and unfortunately it only takes a few of those people to do that, and they get the solar farm started. And of course now the farmers don't want to be living next to that, so the price and the value of their land plummets. The land that they've been working for generations all of a sudden is not worth bugger all. And so that gets acquired for nothing and less. So it's a snowballing effect, and this is the way they sneak in and appropriate good farming land. So it's just not right, mate.
Well and truly. All right, mate. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Obviously, One Nation growing as we speak at the moment. The new office is open. The new name change. So much happening. One Nation needs a break over the weekend. They've just been in the headlines everywhere. And Pauline, of course, visited the other day. Anything else that Pauline sort of said? Obviously, he caught up with her. She had her event here. She was pretty happy with the growth of the party. Anything else that she looked at in our region that needed to be addressed?
Well, she loves the place, mate. She's quite happy to fight for anything that is down the One Nation line of thinking, which is generally common sense, So if you see, she wants to see Australia working in a fashion that is reasonable for all Australians. We get tainted a lot of times. Oh, you're racist and whatnot and this. It's absolutely untrue. We just believe that all Australians are equal. You know what I like about the woman? She wants to get rid of paper bags. Yeah, dead set. Paper bags, paper straws, get humans back on checkouts, and you got my vote. Is it a bad idea? No, it isn't. It's a great idea. No, it isn't. And as you said, it's what most Australians, even if they've come from overseas, they don't like the paper bags either. No one. Let's get rid of the paper bags. Let's get on to serious issues. Serious issues. There shall be an uprising. Good on you, Brent Larkham.